All right. I'm TB, man. So I'm getting the idea that this situation with allegedly C Murder and Monica having a potential relationship while he's locked up, maybe even for life. This notion of their relationship is throwing some people for a real loop. They can't seem to grasp what would be the attraction for a man who's behind bars. And I'm telling you, as a man who was behind bars for many, many years and who was in communication and communicated with a lot of women who were on the outside, meaning they were not locked up, you would be surprised. Some women really, for a number of reasons, they don't particularly find it as a deal breaker. It's not a deal breaker. And I know that's shocking to some of y'all, totally shocking, but let's talk about it. All right, Monica and Seabird. So a lot of people don't get this, man. So this is going to be a hard video for some of you guys to digest. So hold on to your hats. NTB, man. A lot of people, man, they go into a relationship looking for certain things. Everybody don't want the same thing. Like, everybody doesn't want the same thing when they go into a relationship. Some people don't mind a relationship whereas it's long distance. They don't mind. I'll see you when I see you. They don't mind. You live in California, I live in New York. I see you when I see you. Some people are perfectly fine with that. Others don't. Others are not. Some people are fine with their spouses on the road 40 weeks out of the year, doing whatever they doing, working, playing ball, whatever. 40 weeks out of the year, they're away from home. Some people are perfectly fine with that setup. They're fine. It's not an issue. Others are not. Some people are fine having a person, particularly a husband or a wife, who's locked up. I know that's shocking to some of you. They don't mind having a person who's locked up for a lot of reasons. Let me count the ways. Some people's personalities are like this, and I know this is shocking to some of y'all, but these people exist. They want a partner in their life, right? Here comes the kicker. They just don't want the partner around them all day, every day. That's not what they want. And so a person who's incarcerated is almost like the ideal situation. You understand? They have a partner who's locked up. They can go see that person here and there once every 2 months. Conjugal visits for 2-3 days, once every 2 months. They do what they do. They spend time together. They love on each other. And then that person comes home and their partner stays inside. And for the next 2 months, they free to do whatever they want to do. Go where they want to go. See who they want to see. No implications there. And then 4, 5, 6 weeks later, they go back up to see their spouse. And that's fine for them. They have somebody. A lot of people have nobody. They have somebody. You understand? And they're happy. And here's another thing that y'all might not understand. A lot of folks don't. Here's the kicker. Do you know when a person is incarcerated, right, for years and years, and they get married and their spouse comes up every 6 weeks, say that, so to speak, right? Do you know the things that go down? Get the children out the room, close their ears. When they get her hands on their spouse, goes down. And it might be at an intensity that a normal marriage can't really generate. Some people like that intensity. I know this is killing some of y'all, like, oh man, really? I'm telling you, it's an intensity that can't be fabricated on the outside world. And so some people like that about their spouse being away. And then after, they have their few days of passion, loving on each other, caring for each other, talking to each other. Again, the person comes home and their spouse stays there, and again, for the next 6 weeks, they're free to do what they want to do, go where they want to go. If they're going to school, they can go to school. If they're building a business, they can build a business. If they, like to party, they can party. No one's telling them when to come home, what time to come home. No one's checking, having them check in, because, when you're in the penitentiary, you can't really check in on your spouse because the phones in most penitentiaries are off after 10 o'clock. You're not calling home like where you at. So again, for some people, it is the ideal situation. And on the flip side, what some people really enjoy about having a spouse who's away, they know where they at. They know they're not in no party. They know they're not in no club. They know they're not swinging around with nobody else, potentially, And generally, you're going to have a person who's loyal. You're going to have a person usually who's healthy, fit, they working out, they eating right, they taking care of themselves. And some people just don't mind that situation. Even if that person never comes home, they fine with it. And they'll ride until they die. NTB, man.